Hello everyone, welcome to New Wealth Japan. I'm thrilled to have you here today. This channel is dedicated to helping travelers from around the world discover and experience the very best of Japan. From ancient temples and historic castles that have stood for centuries, to the vibrant world of anime, unique Japanese souvenirs, and incredible cuisine that will tantalize your taste buds, we cover it all. Japan is a country where tradition meets innovation, where you can enjoy a traditional tea ceremony in the morning and explore cutting-edge technology districts in the afternoon. It's this beautiful contrast that makes Japan so fascinating. We're passionate about sharing hidden gems, travel tips, and cultural insights that will make your Japanese adventure unforgettable. Whether you're planning your first trip or you're a seasoned Japan traveler, we've got something special for you. I'm truly grateful that so many people from all corners of the world share this passion for Japanese culture with us. Your enthusiasm and curiosity inspire every video we create. So sit back, relax, and let's explore Japan together. Let's get started.
Way up in the north of Japan, there's this fortress that, well, it looks like nothing else in the entire country. It's this massive, incredible star carved right into the earth, and it tells the story of one of the most dramatic moments in Japanese history, the end of the samurai and the birth of a modern nation. So let's dive into the story of Goryokaku.
I mean, just look at that. From up high, you can see its perfect, five-pointed star shape. Honestly, it looks like something you'd find in 17th-century Europe, not feudal Japan. And that, of course, begs a pretty obvious question.
To get to the bottom of this, we've got to rewind the clock to a moment that changed Japan forever. You see, the story of this fortress isn't really about architecture. It's about a nation staring down a threat it had never, ever seen before.
Yeah, the whole reason Goryokaku even exists came sailing in from across the ocean on these powerful, smoke-belching ships.
So picture this, it's 1853, and American Commodore Matthew Perry's fleet, these massive black ships, just roll into Edo Bay. It was a huge shock. For more than 200 years, Japan had been almost completely closed off from the rest of the world. Perry's arrival basically forced the ruling government, the Tokugawa Shogunate, to sign treaties and open up its ports, including the northern city of Hakodate. And all of a sudden, Japan needed a totally new kind of defense against a totally new kind of weapon, the cannon.
And what's wild is how fast this all happened. In just a little over a decade, Japan goes from total isolation to building this state-of-the-art European fortress. Construction kicks off in 1857, and it's pretty much done by 1864. But notice that last date, 1868. That's the one to remember, because the biggest threat to Goryokaku wouldn't come from foreigners, but from right inside Japan itself.
Now, this is where things get really cool, because this shows a complete change in military thinking. Your traditional Japanese castle was tall, right? Imposing. It was designed to give archers a great view and intimidate attackers. But against the cannonball, those high stone walls would just shatter. Total disaster. Goryokaku was completely different. Its low, sloping earthen walls were built to literally absorb the impact of cannonballs. And that star shape? That was pure genius. It eliminated all blind spots, so defenders could cover every single angle.
So who was the brain behind this thing? A scholar named Takeda Ayasaburo. He was an expert in what the Japanese called rangaku, or Dutch studies. It was basically Japan's one little window to Western science and technology at the time. He dove into the work of the legendary French military engineer Vauban and adapted his revolutionary star fort designs to defend Hakodate.
Okay, but here is the great, and I mean the great, irony of this whole story. Goryokaku was built to protect Japan from foreign powers, but it would never fire a single shot at them. Nope. Instead, it became the final stage for Japan's last great civil war.
See, the very government that built this fortress, the Shogunate, was falling apart. For centuries, the shogun had been the de facto military ruler of Japan. But now, a massive civil war, the Boshin War, had broken out. It was basically shogun loyalists versus those who wanted to restore political power to the emperor. And the imperial forces, with their modern armies, were winning. The shogun's loyalists were on the run.
So, in a pretty desperate move, what was left of the shogun's army, about 3,000 samurai and soldiers, fled north to the island of Hokkaido. They took over Goryokaku and then did something absolutely wild. They declared the Ezo Republic, the first and only republic in Japan's entire history, and they made this star fortress its capital. And the leaders of this rebellion, man, they were like something out of a movie. You had Enomoto Takeaki,
a brilliant naval commander who they elected as president. You had the legendary Hijikata Toshizo, a fearsome, die-hard samurai warrior. And get this, there was even a group of French military advisors, led by a guy named Jules Bernet, who basically resigned from their own army because they chose to stick with their allies and fight.
But, the new Meiji government back in Tokyo, they weren't just going to let this breakaway state stand. A final showdown was coming, and it was going to happen right here at Goryokaku.
So, in the spring of '69, the other shoe drops. The imperial government sends its brand new army and navy north. A force of 7,000 soldiers lands on Hokkaido, and they have one mission: crush this rebellion once and for all.
Now, a lot of the art from that time, like this print here, makes it look like this classic samurai showdown, right? But the reality? Not even close. This was a modern war. We're talking steam warships, ironclad vessels, and even Gatling guns. It was a brutal clash between two modernizing armies.
And this quote really nails why this battle was so important. This wasn't just another fight. It was the end of a whole world. It was the final, bloody chapter for centuries of feudal rule and the entire samurai way of life.
After a solid month of brutal fighting, with heroes like Hijikata Toshizo falling in battle, the rebels trapped inside Goryokaku were just completely outnumbered and outgunned. They surrendered. And just like that, the Boshin War was over. And with it, the age of the samurai was finished. So what do you do with a cutting-edge fortress once its war is over? Well, Goryokaku's story was far from finished. It was about to get a second life.
In 1869, this place was a battlefield, a place of surrender, defeat, and the end of a dream for the Ezo Republic.
But fast forward to 1914, its military purpose was long gone, and so Goryokaku was opened up to the public. The symbol of Japan's last civil war was given back to the people. And then they did something truly beautiful. Over 1,600 cherry trees were planted all along its moats and its massive earthen walls, transforming its harsh military lines into one of Japan's most beloved spots for cherry blossom viewing. And today, the Goryokaku Tower stands right next to it, letting everyone look down and truly appreciate that incredible star design, bringing our whole story full circle. It's a place where history isn't just in a book. You're literally standing inside of it.
And that really leaves you with a big question, doesn't it? Goryokaku was born out of fear, and it became the stage for a tragic, bloody war. And yet, today, it's a place of breathtaking beauty and quiet reflection. Its journey, from a battlefield to a park, tells a powerful story, not just about Japan, but about our own ability to transform the scars of the past into symbols of peace.
And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed exploring this part of Japan with us. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more travelers like you who love Japan. And here's the most important part. If you haven't already, please subscribe to New Wealth Japan and hit that notification bell. By turning on notifications, you'll be the first to know whenever we upload a new video. We post new content regularly, featuring different destinations, food experiences, and cultural insights across Japan, so you won't want to miss out. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you have any questions about what we covered today? Is there a specific place in Japan you'd like us to feature in an upcoming video? Maybe a particular Japanese dish you're curious about, or a cultural tradition you want to learn more about? Please share your thoughts, questions, and suggestions in the comments below. We read every single comment, and your feedback helps shape our future content. Also, if you've been to Japan before, we'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your favorite memories or travel tips with our community. Let's learn from each other. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of our New Wealth Japan family. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video. Sayonara.